Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Come on. Sorry, we're gonna come out. We're gonna come out. Hey, how are you?
How you feeling?
I'm good.
Yes.
Sorry, I just need to talk to you real quick. Look, I'm really excited for tonight,
Good.
but I was wondering if I could film the session.
Filming just kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Oh. Well, see, when you asked me to do like diaries over the past year or so,
Right.
you know, I've been filming it. That's been my thing.
Okay.
So, you know, I figured if I filmed the session, I could like reflect on it and learn from stuff, you know. I
I wish we had kind of talked about this before I got here, but
Yeah, I didn't know what I'd rather talk to you in person about it. Maybe you'd think about it. I don't.
okay. How about this? All right. As long as, you know, I'm not in the film, in your video, then
I could film your voice though.
all right. I'll let you go with that. I have to tell you, I don't feel comfortable with it, but
Okay.
if it's going to help you,
Yeah, I think it will.
okay.
Yeah, I could set the camera up. I'm gonna have a camera up. So I already kind of planned this. I was really hoping you'd say yes.
okay.
This is my friend Corn here.
Well, hello. Corinne. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So he's gonna have the camera. Just make sure you don't film her.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's we already they know your name.
Who? The
Well, you know how I do
Everybody-
YouTube,
yeah.
right? The people, yeah,
Okay.
they know. So I'm so.
Jess, I really.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Corn's gonna film it. Well, we can stop it and we'll pick it up in there when we're comfortable.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And
Thanks. Yeah.
your
what?
family members are okay with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You recording on that one?
Yeah.
You turn that on too?
Yeah, they're both going.
All right.
Why are we actually doing this? Seriously, recording?
We just turned them on. Could you just let me explain? Because I was about to go into it. Corn, just film whatever. Just make sure you don't get Dr. Nelson's face, because we talked about this outside, and you're okay with this,
I reluctantly agree.
right? But you did, and we can film. Just don't get her face. It's just audio and our stuff, because I want to reflect on it, and I do want to put it on YouTube because
Of course,
people.
everything's on there.
It's going on
You
YouTube.
don't. Yes.
Please subscribe to Big Brother.
Don't do that.
Subscribe to Big Brother.
Could you stop? People care about us, and I know this is kind of what I want to talk about in this, is people care. People are invested in our lives and us as a family, and I care about them, and I want them to know these types of things. That's why. That's it.
But you constantly put all our crap on TV, on YouTube, TV, whatever the hell it is.
It's just,
Yeah,
you're
but
so clueless.
yeah, but still, you videotape it and you put it out for the world.
Right. Yeah, let's get started then. That's
Alright.
perfect.
I just want to thank everyone for allowing me in your home so we can have an open forum, discuss some of the issues.
Oh, there's issues.
You just let her do her job.
I am.
So,
All the Nintendo Power Race to that.
so I believe the best way to do this is to maybe, well, you know what, Jess? How do you feel this should go?
Well, I was gonna ask you, are we just all free to speak, or is it like this person talks and everybody else listens?
I'll talk, it's fine.
You know what I mean?
Well, we could start off with one individual to start speaking, and then and go from there. How do you feel about that?
Because I have a lot to share. I have a lot to say to everyone and like to each person individually. But I kind of wanted to go last because what I have to say, it's a lot.
Just wants to
So-
get the last word and
No, that's not what it is.
Okay.
It's
Come on, somebody talk. Do something, please.
So what you're saying to me, Jesse, is you don't want to be the first one to speak at this time. You would rather have
because I have
others.
so much. Like I have a lot to say, but I want to hear what everyone else has to say first.
I have
Okay.
a lot to say, I just don't want to say it.
Well, I just want this all to work. I want everybody to have an open mind. I want everybody to take it serious and stop joking around.
I
And,
agree,
It's
I
very
agree.
I want everybody to learn why they do the things they're doing and, like, what can we do to stop it? And get along and be happy.
Those two will never get along.
It's not just us two.
It's not
It's
just
not
them,
just us
it's you
two.
too.
It's all provoked. Everything that ever happens.
And you're
in this
provoking
house is
right
provoked.
now.
Yeah.
Everybody has a
Because I don't
problem
want to
here.
be here.
Wow. Well, then why are you here? Nobody's forcing you to be a part of this session.
Yeah, there is. Everybody wants all of us to be here. We gotta be here.
Yes, you're.
You don't.
Right.
You don't want to make this work.
Of course I want to make it work, but do I want to sit here? No.
What's it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt anything if you just sit here and actually talk to
What?
your kids?
Whatever. I'll sit here. Go ahead. Who's talking?
Mom,
How about-
I think Mom should talk.
All right, Terry, you have the floor.
Okay. Well, the first thing I want to discuss is the very last thing that happened with the officer.
Oh, don't. I'll take this. I didn't know we were gonna go. This whole thing is happening. Why we called you for this is I found out. I found out that you were full of shit when I confronted you in your bedroom the other day, and you said that you didn't know anything about Joan calling the cops or anything.
That was a need to know
You could-
basis.
A need to know
You
basis.
didn't
That's
need to know.
such bullshit.
It was for your
That's
benefit,
and-
that whole
and sorry,
thing.
Sorry if I'm cursing, but no, you fucking lied. You lied straight to my face.
Did
and
I
you made me look
actually
like
lie
an
to
idiot.
you?
Tell me right now, you set it all up. You faked me
that-
getting arrested because you thought that would help me.
Okay, I did. Big deal. I thought it was going to help you. A little scared straight, you know, the TV show.
It doesn't
Way back
actually
when.
work, you know that, right? It's just a show.
It doesn't matter. It was an attempt to try to make you to stop spazzing.
It did the exact opposite. And I don't think I'm spazzing now. Spazzing makes it seem
No,
irrational.
spazzing.
I know.
Spazzing's when you flip out in a store because you have to pick up 50-pound bags of furlough.
No, I was flipping out. You weren't even listening. I was flipping out because he wasn't doing shit to help me. And he was filming me.
You carried fucking something.
Yeah, it was 12 bags. It was 12 bags.
And he filmed it, you
Try
know.
not to curse.
Well,
me.
that I didn't know about the filming.
You're just-
I hooked. I asked Kenny the actor, to play the cop. We got a uniform.
Kenny the actor.
Well, he wanted to be in high school, but it didn't work out for him. But he always wanted to do it. I talked to him, he'd do it. We rented a Crown Vic. He had that. He took you to the town hall. Big deal.
And that
Who the
didn't
hell-
seem wrong to you. That didn't seem wrong to set your son up like that.
No, actually, it didn't seem wrong. No, I thought it would help you.
You
And then,
thought
who
you
the hell
were
told you, or in your mind, that you wanted to bolt from the scene?
Oh, well, what the hell else was I gonna do, honestly?
Because you were spazzing.
It's fight or flight, and I decided to run because everyone's against me.
Cut it out. No way.
Just like now.
And nobody's out to get you. Nobody's against you.
Is this how it's supposed to go? Is this how we're just yelling at each other and fighting? Does this help anything?
I don't know if the yelling would help. Maybe if we lower our voices and I do agree with Scared Straight. I do. And there are
Don't
And that
times that it doesn't
don't
work.
tell me that you.
she
You
knew
knew.
about it. I discussed it with her.
And I wouldn't have done anything.
And that's the only way I would concede to do. Agree.
What the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing this? If you
I would-
you thought this would help,
I have to admit, I did believe it would help. I think it got a little out of control though.
yeah, because he fucking he
No.
tackled me. He
No.
tackled me and did some shit. And he was digging metal into my wrist because he didn't even know how to cuff.
Okay.
Your
Spaz.
actor friend
Okay.
Kenny didn't even know how to cuff.
Okay, Spaz. Why did you run?
That doesn't help.
If
Tell
you-
him that doesn't help anything. Calling me
Yes,
names like
the
that.
negative calling of names does not help, Jeff. It doesn't.
Okay, I won't call him Spaz. But he did. He spazzed. You did. You flipped out.
Let's call each other names.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
you
this
know,
won't
you-
go anywhere. You're right.
I didn't say that. I
This
said
won't
you
work.
spazzed.
Say it one more time.
You spaz all the time too.
Hello. Yeah.
You break his stuff.
Actually, yeah. Can
What
we
is
go into that? Can we
what's
explore
called?
that
That's
for a
spazzing.
second? Could I get the floor? Could I
When
get the
you
floor?
break his stuff,
Could I
what
get
is
the floor?
it?
Half of it's provoked.
Could I get the floor?
That's what you did to him. You provoked
Could
him.
I get the floor?
Yeah, so you can have
Take the
now.
floor.
Shut them. I'm good.
Look, keep it down.
I'm good.
You're scared
Let
of
me
John.
talk.
Yeah, the cops are
That's what
gonna
this is
come.
about. You open- All right.
I'm here to help.
Let's rewind. let's talk about how this all first started. It's because I didn't have a job out of college,
All right.
and you shredded my video games with your lawnmower that summer.
That's because you never came out of your room.
That's besides the point. What I was doing in my room was what mattered at the time, because that's what I want to fucking do. And we've gone through this every single day for the last fucking year. And not only have you shredded my games, but you take a fucking chainsaw to my Xbox One.
I'd have went through it
And
if it
then-
wasn't for that squirrel cage you was built into that thing.
You should hear yourself right now, because you sound like a joke.
Oh, do
You
I?
just...
Jess, you didn't come out of your room for weeks.
Because I was doing my job. A lot of jobs now, and we've had this conversation before, but you don't seem to understand, and maybe this will help him, that this world is turning digital. A lot of jobs exist online where you can't even see it being a job.
Right.
You've done so many things to hinder my performance online. You've rated my stream when I had 200.
That was for you running your mouth. You ran your mouth.
I'm free to say whatever I want to say. Sometimes I use that as humor.
Yeah, well, it didn't work when I was on the
Not
other
all
end.
jokes are good. That doesn't mean you should embarrass me in front of like 200 of my fans, my people, and destroy my stuff. That doesn't solve anything.
Well, don't disrespect me. And that's what happened.
But
Correct?
you're disrespecting him, too.
At that time, I was
me.
not.
See, how are you even involved in this?
I-
All you've ever done was piss me the fuck off just so you can feel a little better about yourself.
I just want to finish it.
I mean, if he's in his room all day, what does it matter to you if he's doing something that he loves? Not what
Do
you
you love
want him
mowing
to do.
lawns?
You do what you love to
Yeah.
do. It's his life.
And I
At
love
the end
playing
of the
video
day,
games.
But we don't see anything from his so-called job. We haven't seen anything.
Hello, I just paid you. I just gave you a check for rent. And can we back up a little bit? You know your bill that you gave me?
Yeah, I asked your mother to print out for you. Yeah, I remember it.
So maybe you can predict already what I'm about to say.
I
About
took-
legal fees? If the whole thing
Oh,
was
God.
faked, if you set that all up, why were you charging me money for something that never happened?
Because we mixed it in there for the Crown Vic, the stinking uniform.
So I would have paid for,
You printed
your
it out.
I
setup?
printed it out. You gave me the figures.
Yeah, that's what
you
it was
made it out
from.
to be. I had nothing to do with that number.
No, that was the number of all the
You were
calls.
just trying to
of that.
get money out of me. Anyway,
No, I wasn't
gave
trying to
you-
get money out of
that
you.
money came from what I do right now. Came from that right there.
Corn?
It came from him filming it and putting it on YouTube. And I can continue to do this. I can make money off this. It's something you don't understand.
But what's the gaming aspect? I don't know what the hell you're talking about when you do this
I
gaming
try to
stuff.
explain it. Live streaming, you make money off that. You can be a pro gamer too. And I've wanted to do that, and I've expressed my feelings.
Are you making any money at it?
He hasn't started sexual favors online yet.
He's not does he have to be here, honestly? He's not adding anything to this.
Jesse, I believe
Get back to the question.
he does need to be here.
What-
You need to participate and take it seriously.
Let's-
You're making
I am
jokes.
taking it very seriously.
Then maybe we should go to Jeff.
Yeah, I think that's
And give him
that's
the
necessary.
Alright,
How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Honestly, how do you feel?
I feel a little bit unfairly treated.
See what he does. He puts
Yeah.
on a little show for everyone. He acts like he has no feelings, no emotions whatsoever.
Well, I had my camera broken.
You
And
deserve
you say that, and he says that as a joke. I don't
that was
get
your,
you.
your own stupidity that did that.
I had my laptops broken.
Well, your brother provoked that one.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Jesse,
I had
really
no
hurts
idea
me.
he was gonna get.
it really hurts me when you take my things and have them broken.
I can't do this with him. I really can't.
You gave.
This is one thing.
You
But
asked to
with,
borrow my laptop. You give it to Dad.
I didn't know he was gonna do anything to it. I really didn't.
You didn't have a clue?
No, I didn't know what the hell. I needed to use it.
My laptop was in the tent that was destroyed by a backup.
That I didn't know that was gonna happen. I needed a laptop, and honestly, we were cool at the time because for once we actually worked together. with the trophy destruction. Like we broke those. That was the thing.
Yeah, you broke my shit there too.
Well, let's.
That
And
was
then it
all.
wasn't provoked?
It's all relative to everything that's
No,
been
no,
going
it's
on.
not.
We broke that.
Everything that's happened.
We
this
broke
past
that because
summer.
you broke my fucking play button.
Okay.
I took.
You deserve that because
Relax.
you two were flipping out.
Let's backtrack a bit. It was my play button.
You got your play button, dude.
I got my play button now.
You got it. I have
could've done it
nothing.
a lot earlier.
I have.
All right, let me just ask a question. Where is all this going? Because we're trying to figure out how to get along. We're just rehashing
I'm not
everything,
sure it'll
and then you guys are just blaming each other. He breaks stuff. You instigate all the time.
That is
You-
not true.
All Jesse sees.
I know.
All Jesse sees is how to spaz, so he calls it, and then
I'm hoping this is
And break stuff.
together. A nice family game of Risk.
I will take this seriously. I have been, because I have a lot on the line, and I think what needs to happen is there is a lot of blame going around. The problem is nobody's accepting it. I am going to be the bigger man, and I have no. I haven't done anything.
Oh, you've done nothing.
I have only been reactionary. That's it. I have never done anything.
Yes. What do you mean reactionary? You haven't busted nothing?
I've only reacted to what you've given me.
What about
And what
Thanksgiving?
he's
What about Thanksgiving?
Do we need to talk about that? Is this relevant?
Your father brings up a good point.
Yeah, what about the trophies? What? Reactionary?
Yeah, because you broke my award. I don't see what Thanksgiving has to do with any of this, though.
No, I guess
I
you
didn't
would.
get pumpkin
I guess
pie.
you wouldn't. You ruined the
Did you
holiday.
get pumpkin pie? I didn't get pumpkin pie.
No, I didn't get anything.
I did that
That full
because
turkey.
you made me look like a fool. Mom, I got this!
All right.
Let's take it easy.
Yeah.
Here we
Bring it
go.
down.
Don't want the cop coming back, do we?
I did Thanksgiving because you put me on blast in front of the whole fucking family. You said that I had to get a job, and you put that as a part of grace, and you already know I don't believe in that shit. And you put that on me because you knew that would get a reaction out of me. And putting me in front of the whole family, maybe that would cause change. Just as like this bullshit scared straight thing.
I thought it would work.
Maybe you thought it would work then.
Thanksgiving was
Maybe
a
you thought
different story. But you didn't
It's
have to
the
go the
same
route
story.
you did.
It's the same story. a different
No,
way.
it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
You got the same story
So-
just twirling around in your head.
Jesse, explain to your dad how you felt when he made that statement at the Thanksgiving table.
I felt helpless. I felt alone. I felt really isolated.
It was a sarcastic joke at the time.
No,
You went off the deep end again.
it's not a deep end. I felt like everyone's against me, just like I feel right now. Could somebody else talk?
this is not going the way I wanted to.
I think this is good because we all need to know our
Do
words
you
hurt.
see how he's getting
Our
upset?
words are, don't you
Yeah,
fucking
see.
touch me!
I see how he's getting emotional. I
And you don't
understand that.
care!
The hell I don't care.
Alright, yeah, I fucked up with Thanksgiving. I made a mistake. And I apologize for that.
Yeah, you did, but then you screwed up Christmas. Burned the Christmas
That was
tree.
because I didn't get a Wii U.
Yeah, big deal.
That's all I wanted. And he gets a freaking Xbox One that he didn't even ask for at the time.
Oh
my
my
kids don't get what
God.
they
What's
want.
it matter what he gets?
You gotta burn
We've
the
always
fucking
gotten
tree
what we
down.
wanted.
I know you've always gotten what you wanted. So that time you burned the Christmas tree?
It was just
It's
a,
the game.
It was
I'm
just a
telling you.
tree.
It's
It's
just
not
like
that.
just like we went to London.
Okay,
You
all right.
go to
No, you
that
wanna-
show, and then what do? You stay in the room and play video games the whole time.
That's all there was to do. London wasn't that exciting. It was
No, it
fucking
was-
buildings and accents. What do you freaking do?
Right.
And it,
But we could have done it together, but no, you wouldn't
We
stay
could have
in the room
gamed
the whole
together.
time. No, not with
Just
that
like-
little handheld.
just
thing.
like me and my friends game together that you ruined because you came and smashed my laptop, Corn's laptop, Mark's laptop.
That's because you provoked.
Hell,
it,
we're
because you
just
wouldn't
starting.
listen.
We're just starting to be friends again. I'm surprised. I'm thankful he's even filming this shit. We didn't talk for 2 months.
That was
Because of what you
different.
did.
You guys wouldn't quiet down because you won't keep
You
quiet.
know what that was? That was him provoking it.
No.
He was trying to get me loud,
Why was
and he
he-
was videotaping so he could get more views.
You guys
Oh
had
my
like
God.
3, 5, 17 bottles of Mountain Dew down there. Don't tell me anything.
He's making the same lame ass jokes he was making that night.
But either way, you guys were so stinking
I
out.
am
We had to
funny.
get up and go. You go to work the next morning.
Go
It was
to
like
work,
2 or
yeah.
3 in the morning.
Hey, can we talk about that? How I worked for him for free?
Well, work.
Jess, didn't we make an agreement?
Hold on, no, I want to hear Dr. Nelson's thoughts on this. Do you think that's right?
Just get the fertilizer.
Jesse and I have
Let her-
discussed that. We have discussed that. And I don't necessarily agree with him not getting paid for a job that he's doing. If he's employed by you and providing you service, he should be paid for it.
Yeah, but that was part of the agreement. Him coming back, he was going to do it for free.
But that has to raise some flags. You know,
Why does it have to raise flags?
I mean, that's like borderline slavery right there.
No, it isn't. Cut it out. If I
I'm
need-
already paying rent to you, and then I work for you for free.
But it doesn't matter. If I need help with something, aren't you obliged to help your father?
Yeah, but this is for your business. This is for a job, aka you have to pay me.
Why do I
I'm
have to
doing-
pay you?
Because it's a job.
You made
Just
an
because
agreement.
I'm your son doesn't mean it's not a job.
You made an
You, the
agreement.
job master, everybody got to get a job, should understand that.
You made an agreement.
Agreements can be changed.
Well, he should have come to me and tried to
Can you
change.
just let me have one thing, for fuck's sake? I gave you rent. I showed you that I can be independent and pay for myself. I don't want to work for you for free. If I have more time to do my thing, you might be able to get more rent out of me. If that's what you
I don't
want.
want
if
any
that's
more
what you
rent.
want, you want more
We
money.
agreed upon that. I might be able to sway off the free labor. All right? Does that work?
Could I get that in writing?
No. You don't need it in writing. If I tell you, it's gospel. All right?
So I don't have to work for you anymore.
No. If that's what it takes.
Alright, no, that's good.
Oh. So it's done. All right?
Yeah, Jesse. Jesse doesn't have to work anymore.
You can say whatever you want, I'm happy.
You sure as hell don't look it.
I'm good, it's just...
Oh my.
We took for freaking ever on this one.
Are you getting anywhere?
It's just you bring a lot of this on yourself.
Okay, but then again,
How about when you kicked me out of the house?
How about you?
And I was living in a tent, and then you destroyed the tent I was living in. Because I was, well, what was the
Again?
problem there? What were your
Again,
feelings
There
there?
was more to the story than meets the eye. What were you
Kick
doing
me
out
out.
there?
Your son was living in a fucking tent, and that's okay. And then you destroy the tent. You realize how sadistic that sounds?
You were out there in a tent in the backyard.
Because
You were
that's where I
supposed
had to go. I had nowhere to go. Not
to-
even
you were
Corn would
supposed
let me
to be-
over his
yeah,
house.
You were supposed to be roughing it. You were going to go to one of your friends' house if I
You
remember.
didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. You didn't even care. And you didn't even have the respect to turn your cell phone off during this.
turn that off.
Hey,
Good. Now we can transition to something else.
Well, no, I think it's good. Tell
Were,
your dad
were
how
we getting somewhere there? It felt like it's just making things worse.
No, I think you need to express how you feel. So your father kicking you out of the house.
What do you want to know about? How I had to fucking shit in the woods? How I had to... You had no idea what it was like, and you were just as wrong as I was in that time. You broke the trophies too, asshole.
I didn't break that.
And he can.
And can we talk about that? Why do you treat him so much better than you treat me?
That's not true.
there's nothing. He does not. You're both treated the
He
same.
plays video games just as much as I do.
Yeah, but
not.
he's got a normal job. That's what I'm saying. He got out and worked right out of college.
Making videos is normal. If you look at it as, say, YouTube is like a cable company, I have my own channel. And I make content.
Yeah, well, at the time I didn't know you made any money off of it.
Because that's what matters. It's not what I want to do, it's what makes money.
No, but you're supposed to get out in the world. You know, get out of your room, make a living, get a place of your own, things like that.
Get a hamster.
What are
I
we
want to
supposed to do?
hear something real from you. I feel like
Yeah, Mom.
I feel like
I gotta take this call. Seriously.
I feel like our relationship is bad because you don't feel anything.
I don't feel anything.
You act like you don't feel anything. I don't know where that came from, but it's. You can't have a connection or any type of relationship with anyone if you don't give anything in return. Do you see me right now? I am 100% vulnerable. Does that do anything? Sorry, nobody can hear you because you're what, embarrassed?
Tell me of a time where you guys had a great relationship.
We used to play video games together.
When we were younger, we used to be close. We used to play games, but
When did it start changing, would you say?
I wanted a PlayStation, you wanted an Xbox.
see, and I can't take that seriously.
That's when it started. You wanted to play that, and I wanted to play the other.
But those are material things. I'm talking about emotionally and,
I mean, those were activities that we kind of shared in, and then we didn't. So, I don't know if that was just the tip of the iceberg, but
We I don't.
They're very different, but they're also similar in different ways. I mean, you both do have common interest.
That's why I
he's always trying to one up you.
I don't understand why it's a problem then if we're so similar.
Because you're so damn competitive, that's the problem.
Oh, you're back. Cool.
Yeah, I had to take it. Alright? There is life out here, you know. I gotta take calls. Just like you gotta take calls, your brother's gotta take calls. You gotta sit there and text, play on the phones.
I didn't even bring my phone. I haven't even touched it, unlike this guy.
this was probably the first time, maybe.
so Jesse, going back to what you were saying to your brother, what would you like to see different in your relationship?
Compassion. I feel like that's all that really needs to happen. Because
I wouldn't
I'm
be
not
sitting here if I wasn't feeling some sort of compassion.
if you
for
cared
for your condition.
for my
You're the one that said you had a condition.
Can we get into something? Come on. Tell him how you feel. He sure hell thinks I don't care.
I mean, when you break my stuff, he doesn't care. That's not compassion. When you film me getting fucking arrested,
You weren't
you didn't
arrested.
care.
Cut it
I
out.
just did that.
I see it.
We all thought it was a good idea for you.
Yeah.
You thought the filming was a good idea.
Well, that I kind of just did.
I had no idea on that one.
You broke the camera, I kind of just thought, why not?
So Terry, let's give you the floor.
Well, this isn't working like I thought it was gonna work. I thought that they would be open and talk about the real feelings. They're not talking about the real feelings. I mean, you are. There's a lot of disrespect. There's,
Thank you.
no, and you are being disrespectful too. I mean, he's an adult, they're both adults.
I agree with you.
It goes both ways.
They gotta show some initiative around here. They gotta show respect. There's things around here they gotta do too. We can't sit there and coddle them all the time.
We don't coddle them all the time.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
coddle them at all, ever.
Never. I beg to differ.
And how does this affect your relationship?
Makes it rough. Really does.
Oh yeah, we don't agree on hardly anything. I don't tell him stuff. He doesn't, like, I told Jesse about the Scared Straight.
Oh, you told him?
Yes, I told him. I felt really bad, and I told him. What was it gonna hurt to tell him after the fact?
You're the one that taught me how to play video games.
Yeah, I taught you
What
how to
happened to
go.
that?
I played video games.
I have friends tell me that they play games with their dad.
We used to play
That,
games too.
that in my mind seems so far fetched.
You used
Why-
to play games. Your father loved playing games, loved playing video games.
Then you
He
two.
taught you guys how to play
Then
games.
Then what happened?
Life hits. You have to mature. You gotta have responsibility. You can't sit there and play games your whole life. I had to work.
See, Uncle Larry actually plays with me. He
It's 'cause he has time.
started his own YouTube channel. Do you
That's
care?
right.
No.
It's great for Uncle Larry if he has his
And
own
no,
channel.
it's great for me. Because that's just somebody actually cares. A father figure that cares.
He has time. I don't. I work, Jess.
So does
I
he.
don't have half
He
days
works
or whatever
with
he
her.
has.
I have you do
Gaming's
that.
not, yeah, good for you. Gaming's not a problem.
Gaming's a problem. You gotta stop.
No,
Seriously.
it's not. No, I don't.
Just
I'm not going to
something.
stop doing what I love. Are you going to stop mowing lawns?
I have to mow lawns for a living. Jess.
Oh, so do I.
You
That's
just
what
told me
I
you're not
do.
making any money off it.
I make money off streaming.
Just
It's not
stop the
a lot,
games.
And I haven't been.
Just stop him.
I think you have a good point there, Jeff, and I think we need to continue with that.
Yeah. What's his point?
I think I have a lot of people that I work with over the years who have
Right.
gamed or gaming, and
Have you ever played a video game in your life?
this isn't about me, Jesse.
No, it is. Because that makes me feel comfortable, right? Have you played? What have you played?
Yeah,
Have
yes,
you
I
played
have
10
played.
games in the past week?
Shut up. This is.
I have played games.
Okay, so you can attest to it. So you know what it's like to be a gamer. Would you call yourself a gamer?
I would not call myself a gamer.
Jess, it's not
So
about her. This is about you.
No, this is important because a lot of people judge because they're not one themselves, just like you.
Well, I think we need to ask what types of games. What types
Okay,
of
I can
games?
talk your ear off. I play all sorts of games. I play
Okay.
adventure games. I play RPGs. I play.
Sex
Shut the fuck up. I play shooters. One of my favorite games ever is Halo.
Okay.
Do you know Halo?
Yes, I've never played Halo, but
You've heard
I
of
do.
it.
Yes,
That's
I
a
have.
first-person shooter, and that's
Right.
one of my favorite games. And I like Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty's
And
alright.
this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Games
Right.
like that,
Like.
there are studies of them causing aggression.
Violence in
Violent
games.
tendencies,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesse.
Oh, so maybe you could argue that my dad plays games. He's a gamer because he has violent tendencies, right? He's really aggressive.
Yeah, Donkey Kong and Mario. Yeah, made me aggressive. Just stop the games. That's all.
Dr. Nelson, I'm curious
Here's
where you're going with this.
here's a question for you, Jesse.
Yeah,
After all the years of playing these games and being a
that's where I've derived
gamer,
most of my knowledge.
Okay.
That's
has
made
it
me comfortable.
ever brought about feelings of where you may have wanted to harm anyone or maybe felt any ill will to anyone in this room, your family? Your dad, for example.
No. That would be crazy. And I'm not crazy. If you think these games are causing that shit.
Okay. There are studies that they do cause aggression
Oh,
and
I
violent
bet there are.
tendencies.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people look into that. They assign blame to that. When it has
And
nothing-
I do have to agree with your father that maybe the gaming needs to stop.
Yeah, it needs to stop. That
I think
makes
it
sense.
would be nice.
And
It'd be
it's-
a great idea if it stopped.
Then it's-
I have to agree with him, Jesse.
Professionally, you would have to agree that I need to stop playing video games.
Yes.
Please cut
That makes
it.
shut the fuck up. You're just trying to add fuel to this fucking fire.
Come on, calm
There's
down.
nothing wrong with video games. There's nothing wrong with them.
All right, I think we need to relax.
It's really easy to sit here and judge, to watch bullshit on the television and say, you know what? Yeah, these voices, these faces behind the camera, they know exactly what's going on with gamers.
Calm down.
We're normal people.
You're getting aggressive.
I'm not. I'm defending a point because nobody understands me.
Nobody?
Corn does, because you're a gamer. You know,
Yeah.
it's not this bad.
But Corn's
It's-
not flipping out behind the camera.
Look, Dr. Nelson, you know I have a condition and I'm not. What the fuck is that?
This is
I
your.
thought
Oh, what are you
I thought it destroyed them.
Jeffrey, get the. No, I don't know what these are. These are your games. You play these all the time.
My games.
I think we need
What,
to
what, do-
calm
what do you
down.
like? You like Halo?
I like all of
I
them.
don't
You like Grand
know
Theft Auto here?
This has nothing to do with anything.
A lot of
Jeffrey, shut
A lot of first-person shooters.
the.
here,
Yeah, I get
Jeffrey.
it. I get it.
You don't see? Maybe you should maybe try and cut it down a bit.
Why is he even here? I don't get it.
Okay.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here.
Come on, let's.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it. You lie. You bullshit. You manipulate me into thinking there's this fake arrest. You have no idea what it's like to be a gamer or YouTube or anything.
Seriously.
You're too old,
Shit like
and you do
I
the
think
same shit as me.
It's time to go. Come
I
on.
think it's-
Pot calling the fucking kettle black.
It's time to go. Come on.
And mom, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you were thinking bringing this fucking quack here.
All right. All right. I think I'm.
Fuck you. Fuck. Told me my stash like that.
I'm sorry.
Get the fuck out of
Is it
here.
cold in here?
Get the fuck out of here.
Seems like they're gonna fly off.
Shut the fuck.
Pushes me in.